I learned English through her music.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
You know, we interview almost everyone.
Yeah.
But sometimes a special person walks through this door that we really... What'd you just bring him on in? What's going on? That we really want to interview because we're excited. Okay, now, welcome to the show, Fernando Carsa, who plays Memo on Acapulco. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everyone. Sorry. Oh!
What's wrong?
I'm having a bit of a...
Uh-oh.
Early morning.
That's Nate's chair.
Hi!
We are so excited to meet you.
I'm so excited to meet you guys, too. I'm so happy to be here.
Now, if you've never seen Acapulco, then that's why you're a miserable schlub. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No, I'm a schlub.
You know what? And I'll tell you right now, Fernando, a show like Acapulco is needed more than ever. When we live in a world that is just so tacky and icky, this show is fun. And you guys look like you have so much fun doing it.
It's literally the best job anyone could ever have. I highly recommend all of you to audition for it.
Really?
Wait, do you guys really have as much fun as it looks? Do you get along as well as it looks like you do?
Yes, and I think we even have more fun than what most people think because we live in the resort that we film.
Right.
So the entire resort is closed up for us. So it's our spring break.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Well,
That's
like heaven.
It's in Puerto Vallarta, right? It's
Yes.
Miss Maloya. What's it called?
It used to be in Miss Maloya. We switched hotels, but nobody needs to know.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute. So Acapulco was filmed in Puerto Vallarta?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but just like Howard's was filmed, not in Howard's.
So we're good.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so Gandhi.
Yes.
And anyone listening who has not watched Acapulco, this is why you need to. It is a happy, fun, colorful storyline that's going on, and the characters, including Memo, is just so lovable and huggable. And you're just amazing. So you were born and raised in Mexico.
I was, yes. I moved to the U.S. when I was 15.
Now, how long did it take the process to move from Mexico to the United States?
Well, when they first, it was my mom's sister who requested us to come into the country. For my case and my family's case to be open, it took 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah, I wasn't even born when they first started the process.
Wow. And you wanted to be in the arts, and you wanted to be on stage,
Yeah.
and you knew that you needed to come to the U.S. in order to make these dreams come true?
Well, yeah, that was kind of like my sneaky plan because once we got the green cards, my parents were like, we have our entire lives made, but if you guys want to go, they told me and my brother. And I was like, well, I know. That's where stars are born, so we gotta go.
So what he did is he spent 13 years trying to get here, and as soon as he got here, he got a role on a show that is in Mexico.
Yes. Well, yes. It's really funny. Most things I filmed, the project that I'm currently working on is the first thing that I haven't gone to Mexico to film it. But even commercials, I've only done one. But it was last month. But even the commercial, I went to Mexico to film. So I don't know. It's ironic.
Well, you know. Hey, so back to Acapulco. So if someone like Gandhi here has never seen it, you, of all people, should be able to give like the best synopsis. Like, what is the show about?
So Acapulco is a coming-of-age story of a 20-year-old kid called Máximo Gallardo. And in the present time, he's telling his nephew his story of how he became the billionaire that he is today. And he takes us back into the 1980s, 1984 specifically, to the most amazing resort in Acapulco at the time. And Acapulco is basically his story of how he became the man who he is today and how he can basically fix the past and move towards a better future per se and fix relationships. But it's a very feel-good comedy, bilingual with an international cast. It's gonna make you cry, laugh. It's for the entire family. And if you would like to hear some really cool 80s covers in Spanish, I highly suggest you watch
what's their name? What's their names?
Augusto and Adriana. Or you want the real names? Or
No. That's
Augusto and Adriana.
Hysterical.
It's the couple, and they perform at the pool. And it's all your favorite songs from the 80s, but it's in Spanish.
Yeah. And they dress in like 80s clothes and stuff, and they're doing all the dancing and stuff. It's very funny.
It's hilarious. You got to see it to understand.
And so you've talked about this show so much. And you said that the just even the backdrop and the setting of it is enough to just watch it, even if you watch with your ears closed, because it's so beautiful.
Here's the thing. There's only two types of people in the world, like Britney says. But in my case is those who love Acapulco and those who haven't watched it. So.
And you know what? Our friend Cord Overstreet, who's on with us all the time, is on the show. So I was asking Fernando about him, and I was like, so, how did you guys meet? How do you get along? And he was telling me the story about how they met.
How'd you and Cord meet?
Okay, here's the thing. You need to know, I was a Glee fan because I'm a musical theater person. That was my whole thing initially. But I grew up watching Glee in Mexico. Mm-hmm. When I booked the show, I didn't know who was cast besides me. So they picked me up at the airport in Puerto Vallarta, and they take me to the van. They open the door, and Lord and behold, Cord Overstreet is sitting in front of me. I pooped my pants. I didn't tell him I did.
Wait, you pooped your pants?
Yeah, metaphorically, but it did feel like that. I was like, no. No. But I was really just starstruck, but I was trying to play it cool. So the whole ride, I was like, oh my God, do you speak any Spanish? Have you been to Mexico? And meanwhile, I'm texting my friends like crazy. I'm in a van with Cord Overstreet. It was really, really cool. And he's awesome. I love him so much. And this third season, I didn't get to work with him as much as I have in the past too. And I missed it.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Well,
so cool.
He and I are pretty close.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
They're drinking buddies.
We get obliterated together usually.
Oh my God.
I think he's living in New York.
I know he's in New York, but then half the time he's in Nashville. I feel like
He's a global citizen.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he was here, we went out and had a boozy brunch.
Oh my
Is that when
God.
you bought like random art?
Yes,
Okay.
we bought artwork we cannot afford.
Yeah.
He's bad news. Anyway,
I love him.
He's a great guy. So you guys, when you're on season 3, right?
Yes.
Right now, the first 2 seasons, you were saying you would actually kind of go to camp together down there. So when the cameras aren't rolling and you're not working, you're just playing, I guess.
Yes.
A lot of playing going on. You're in Mexico. You're in paradise. How much fun is this job?
I'm telling you, it's the best job. If you guys can audition for it, I would highly suggest you do.
Do you know a casting director? Like, can you guys just write in?
Sure. I'll give you their contact. You know what? Just come visit us.
Show up.
That'd
Don't
be
put,
awesome.
show up.
So
don't
cool.
put makeup on us.
If they don't have any rooms left, you guys can stay in mine.
Okay.
There's
Hey,
enough space for
that's
everyone.
good.
But it is a lot of fun. I mean, the first year we were still in the pandemic, so it was a complete shutdown still in a complete closed bubble. So we were not allowed to leave the resort. So we all became very, very close because we only had each other for over 3 months.
Wow.
But then once things, went back to normal, we go out a lot to restaurants. We go out at the pool a lot. We like to run lines by the poolside and sometimes by the ocean. And we go to the movies a lot collectively. Mm-hmm. Maybe not all together at the same time, but like we go to the movies a lot and shopping.
How fun. Yeah. Imagine that. I mean,
That's amazing.
These are the people you work with. You're playing with them. You're working with them. I've got a great text that just came through.
Oh,
it says, Acapulco helped me get through my mother's funeral in March of 2022. So thankful for the bright light shining from that show. What a beautiful thing they just said.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Are you crying? You should. This is great.
I cry a lot. Here's the thing. I think the one thing that I wasn't expecting, one, with my work as an actor, but two, with the show specifically, was that type of connection with the audience. And specifically this third season, we've been getting a lot of messages like that. And there's no greater reward for what we do.
Well, that's awesome.
Aww.
So thank you to whoever sent that. We love you.
Also, something about, if you're just, pardon me, turning us on, Fernando Carsa is here in season 3 of Acapulco, available on AppleTV Plus.
Yes.
And just last month, you were awarded the Rising Star Award at the inaugural Critics' Choice Association celebration of LGBTQ cinema and television for your role as Memo. And you said something in your acceptance speech, which I thought was so cool. You said, "My hope is that anyone who is watching who is still not ready to live their truth realizes there's an ocean of us ready to love you and celebrate you."
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
I love that. Very sweet.
Yes. I mean, that award alone was such a cool moment. But what I was most proud about is that it came at a moment in my life where I've completely embraced who I am, every single part of myself. So I wanted to share the message that it gets better, and there's a lot of us really here ready to support and love everyone who's ready to live their truth.
There you go.
If you follow his Instagram, you have the most fabulous outfits.
Thank you.
I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks amazing. You always look so good.
My mother has a lot to do in that.
Oh. So you still live with your family?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't want to be stereotypical, but I'm Mexican.
That's a good thing. Mexican houses are full of family.
All of us are there. It's my parents, my brother, his family. Now I have a 4-year-old niece, one of my cousins. There's like 8 of us in the house. So it makes for cheap rent.
Yeah.
Sometimes lots of drama, but overall a lot of it's wonderful and it's a lot of fun.
But Fernando, one day you're going to go, okay, I'm ready to go do this on my own.
Yeah.
That's going to be a sad day for your mom. Your mom's going
Oh, well, it's coming up. But we've actually been in a lot of conversations now, just me preparing her mentally. But,
Yeah, but are you going to go far? Because they're in L.A., like Orange County, L.A.
Yes.
So how far are you going to move?
I wanted to do Sherman Oaks initially, which it's like 44 miles away.
Okay.
But she's begging me not to go that far. So I don't know.
Well, just as long as you rent, you can you stay
Yeah.
for a while.
Have you ever lived away from home?
I have when I went to college.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
you're going to be missing out on like the home cooking.
I do now a lot of the home cooking.
Oh, I take it back.
So they're going to be missing out.
They're going to be
Yeah.
missing out. They're
Oh
going to
my
be
God.
missing out.
You're
I
ruining their
mean,
lives.
there's nothing like mom's meals, but right now I'm the one with most of the free time, quote unquote, when I'm not filming. So I take a lot on the cooking.
When you guys are filming, how long do you stay in the resort?
3 months.
Wow.
That's awesome.
3 months.
We could do
yeah.
that. 3 months doing
Oh,
a show.
I
someplace
4
like
4 hours
that.
a day is enough. I can't handle you
Why
anymore.
can't we go rent someplace and just stay there for a while?
Okay.
I would love it.
I would love it because Scotty, you're a huge fan of Acapulco, right?
Yes, I love it.
He's over here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, there you can see him up there.
Oh, perfect.
So Scotty and I went on vacation at the original resort years and years and years ago.
way.
I mean, what year was
It was
that?
that was probably like 99.
You were barely born at 1999. Yeah, but yeah, no, I can imagine that being just like a big playground of like fun and festivities.
I mean, we love the current resort that we're at, but the first one was because it's like in the middle of the jungle, sort of like
It's
in
out
the
there.
outsides of.
It's outside of town.
Yeah, it's very like secluded, so it did feel like our castle.
How fun!
It was the best.
What
Make it
made
happen.
them
Make it
move?
happen.
What made them move from one place to the other?
I don't know.
It's
just business.
Yeah.
Ask Apple.
Apple.
So here's the thing. Now, look, if you have never seen Acapulco, you need to see it.
Yeah.
Like I said before at the beginning of our interview with Fernando, it's here at a time where you really need.
Yeah.
It was the timing was perfect. Really was. I love this. Look at this. This man's voice is amazing. It's making me smile.
Oh, thank
that.
you. I'm very insecure about my voice.
Why?
Because it's really high.
Just started watching Acapulco. Love it.
Oh,
Just
you're
don't
gonna love
love
it
it.
even more.
And I love your character Memo he dates women, right?
I know.
Now, so,
That's the biggest surprise for everyone.
Well, I haven't seen any like heavy duty like romantic scenes or anything. But
Have you watched the third season?
no, I haven't started.
Oh, that's
I haven't. Oh, really?
Yes.
Well,
it
not
gets there.
scenes, but some things happen.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't cracked season 3 yet.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Guys, I saw Cord with a beard. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
So I know he moved away, and now he's in. Who
Don't
plays?
give it away if you haven't
Okay,
seen it.
who plays his mother?
Oh my God, Jessica Collins.
She is.
Yeah.
This woman makes me laugh with anything and everything she does. You've got to watch this show.
She's my fairy godmother.
I love her.
I've
Give me
learned so
your
much from her.
Apple Plus login, and I will watch.
Oh, yeah, you want a freebie? Do you get Apple Plus for free?
No.
They'll get,
You would
We don't
think.
get anything from Apple. we get a great show. Hopefully we keep getting it.
Yeah,
but
has it
besides
been
that,
renewed for season 4
not
yet?
yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
How long after you finish filming and then it comes out do you have to wait till they decide?
Okay, so for instance, last year the show came out in October, right? No, not last year, the year prior. They didn't tell us until the end of February.
Oh, wow.
Of 2020.
so as an actor, you're like, well, I need a job.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't want to take another job just in case they say we've got something else.
Yeah, therapy's been really good. Therapy's been great. Yeah. That's what I would say about that.
We'll leave it right there. Well, it's just a pleasure, Fernando. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And you have done something really brilliant with this character, Memo. And I'll tell you what it is. And I love actors who can do this and pull it off. There's you in that character.
Mm-hmm.
You bring a part of you into that character. Without you, that character would not be the same.
You're just the most lovable, happiest person, and it's just so fun to talk to you here and watch you there doing that.
Oh my God, that means the world. And I mean, I don't mean to brag, but the character did change a lot from its original conception, I guess. He was supposed to be the way when I auditioned, it was described as like a Jonah Hill in Superbad, that type of character.
Mm-hmm.
So a little more of like a little rascal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And dirty. But when we were filming the pilot, I just kept finding these moments of this kid who comes from pretty much nothing. He literally has one line when he says, "My family only has one chair."
It's a funny
So
line.
he doesn't have anything, and then he's discovering this magical world that he's always dreamed about with his best friend. So I just intuitively, I started leaning a lot into that kind of like naiveness and excitement about life. So they kind of like took a different route with the character.
Well, you
That's
own
awesome.
it. I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
definitely you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it says a lot about you. I think I felt like I knew you before you even walked through the door, and you should never do that with a character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we've met actors before who are nothing like the characters they play, and that's just good. That's what they do for a living. Like I'm glad you're not a murderer. You walk in and kill us all.
Me too.
Anyway, so if you love just listening to a little bit of Fernando Carsa, then you need a lot more. So you watch Acapulco. It's in season 3, Apple TV Plus. Get it now, and when you watch it, you'll get back to us. You'll let us know how much you love it because
Yes.
it is terrific.
You're gonna love it, I promise.
So you actually listen to our show,
I do.
where you watch the show.
Here's the thing. I do both.
Okay.
And this is gonna sound cheesy, but it's true. One of my comfort listens, I go on YouTube and I listen to an interview that you did with Britney Spears back in 2016 promoting Glory.
Yeah.
That was a long
Where
time ago.
she held your puppy.
Oh, yes.
She almost pulled the fur off of it. Did you see? Oh no, she was petting my dog Max,
Yeah.
and she was like pinching his fur. I'm like, you're gonna kill my dog.
I
It's
wish I
only
was a
comforting
puppy.
to you. Everyone else is stressed.
So you're a huge Britney fan.
I learned English through her music.
Really?
Yeah. Britney Spears is like, I'm going through a Janet Jackson phase right now.
I get that. We love her.
But Britney, my whole life, I became aware of her when I was 3, and Oops, I Did It Again had just come out.
Right.
But yeah, she's the reason why I can have a conversation with all of you right now.
Isn't that crazy? Because we have people listen to our show every day, and they say that we just moved here from Mexico or Puerto Rico or whatever, and they'll say, we learned how to speak English with you because of you. And I'm like, oh, God, because we haven't even learned how to speak
Yeah,
English.
we're the last people you should listen to for
People
that.
I
pronouncing
wouldn't-
words incorrectly all day long.
We talk about stupid stuff and like, oh, God.
Listen, it's all fun.
All
It's
right.
fine.
All right, season 3, Acapulco, available, like I said, Apple TV Plus. Fernando Carsa, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
The one and only Memo.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.